Lesson 3.4, Video 3. Here we have a cubic function. If you remember, that one is one that bends. Our picture looked like that, I believe, in an earlier lesson. And the parent function is y equals, and you have x cubed and so on. But we have some things here that change what it looks like. We have the graph given to us in red, so let's take a look at this and see what we can describe. For starters, it says what's the max. Now notice that it goes on forever, upward. So there is no maximum. However, we do have this little bump right here that seems to go up and then it comes back down before it goes up again forever and ever. This right here is called the relative maximum. It's not the official maximum because it doesn't have a point where it doesn't get any higher, because it does go on forever right here. But we can say that's a relative max, and that's an observation. So we can say, again, this is a coordinate. It is called -3 and 3. We can say that the relative max occurs at -3, but the relative max is 3, the y value. The same goes for the minimum. There is no minimum because this goes on forever, downward, downward, but we do have a point here that could be considered the relative minimum. Now the relative minimum coordinate is, and I'm going to approximate this now, is 0, -6. And I know it's actually not 0, but we'll approximate right now. So at 0, the minimum occurs, the relative minimum occurs, and that relative minimum is -6. Now the zeros, as described before, are the x-intercepts. And on the graph we have 1, 2, and 3 places where our graph crosses at the x-axis. And those are at, I'm approximating now, I'm estimating, -4, -2, and 1. And those are the zeros. Now let's look at where our graph increases and decreases. What are the intervals? So as before, let's look at, we're thinking of going left to right. So as we go left to right along the x-axis, our graph is going up, 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 until it hits right here. So it's increasing from -infinity up to -3. And then from that point to right here, and I'm going to approximate at 0, it's going down, 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 and down. So it's decreasing from -3 to, we'll say, 0. And then again, after that, it goes up, up, up. So as I go to the right further, it is increasing again. So it's increasing from 0 to +infinity. So again, we're always going left to right, and we're describing what the red line, in this case, what the function is doing as we go left to right. So it goes up from -infinity to -3, and it goes down from, on the x-axis, it goes down from -3 to 0, and then on the x-axis, as you go from 0 to +infinity, it goes up and up, so it's increasing. So we would write our final answer as, from -infinity to -3, it is increasing. From -3 to 0, it is decreasing, and from 0 to +infinity, it's increasing again. And this ends Lesson 3.4, Video 3.